Obviously, many of us will never forget what happened to our families during that terrible storm in February. Millions of Texans without power, without water, without heat. In fact, you might be one of the millions of Texans who had their electricity cut. Maybe you paid the price with damage to your home and property. We all still have some big questions about why this happened. Certainly there are questions about the role of deregulation in the Texas legislature. But last night at 10 o'clock, our investigative reporter Tanya Eiserer looked into whether a simple paperwork error could have contributed to your family being left without heat and lights. This morning, we're breaking down the three big findings from the investigation that took her to the oil and gas fields of West Texas.
When the winter storms hit Midland, home of the Permian Basin, the epicenter of oil and natural gas production, several things quickly became clear. Number one, the natural gas industry and the electricity industry, well, they have a dependent relationship. One doesn't work well without the other.
So they are all interconnected. So you need the gas to produce the electricity. Then you need the electricity in order to run the compression stations to produce this gas. So that's one of the challenges with the power outage.
The oil from the water.
We met with Joe Brosick of Double Eagle Energy. The company operates 650 wells.
This is basically a big computer that's operating this pumping unit, but it all needs electricity to run.
Without this?
Without the very first piece, if there's no power coming into the control panel, then this thing doesn't operate.
Our investigation also revealed a second big factor. This two-page form could have made a huge difference in keeping the lights on. The form allows facilities that directly provide natural gas to power plants to be listed as critical infrastructure. That means they won't have their electricity cut during outages. Many in the natural gas industry had no idea the form even existed.
Every single piece of infrastructure that's critical of keeping that gas flowing, should be working. And half the power plants in this state use natural gas. We've got to make sure we've got it, or we have it when we need it.
Power grid expert Joshua Rhodes faults the Texas Railroad Commission, saying it failed to properly regulate the industry. Finally, the third thing to know. Dozens of bills seeking to make fixes are winding their way through the legislature right now. One of them requires the commission to adopt rules requiring weatherization. But will it all be enough to keep the lights on next time? In Midland, I'm Tanya Eiserer.